Hey everybody, happy to see you guys as usually. Another gorgeous day. And actually I'm looking at this beautiful boat, my favorite, Michigan Princess. And that's sparked an idea for a video about travel. How much in Eastern European culture we love to travel. I don't know whether that's somehow connected that early on in Soviet Union times it was next to impossible to travel abroad, and then when things changed it was very hard. Our economy, everything changed basically in 90s. I kind of remember that time, and I remember that with everybody who had a government job, like my parents for example, or a state job, a lot of those jobs went completely, they were closed down in early 90s. So we had this major crisis and many people just struggled to survive, not mention to travel. So growing up in that, I think that was like a luxury, a dream, a beautiful idea. And all these people who are now, I don't know, maybe in their 50s, 40s, 30s, like millennials and younger even, really appreciate the thrill of adventure. And many of them traveled inside of USSR because it's a huge country, a lot to see, but having a desire to explore Western Europe, Africa, Australia, we always have this desire to discover. And when I was a little child, I remember dreaming about travel. Actually, I remember when we started learning English in school, and I didn't even know about possibilities, but I just felt like, I wonder if that's going to help me to be able to travel. Of course now somebody's going to make cut grass. So again guys, look at this beautiful picture. It really inspired me to talk about vacations and travel and adventure. So, but coming back to the topic, it is really a beautiful thing if you are the kind of guys that loves traveling, because again guys, I'm telling you secrets, what features, what characteristic of you are attractive to our ladies. To the most ladies, that would be a very attractive thing, because sharing experiences together, like travel, having adventure together, you know, it's so much more valuable and powerful and enjoyable than just, you know, buying things or just waiting that something miraculous will happen and you'll be able to see the world. So if you are that kind of person who loves to travel, that is a big plus. Love travels, can afford travel. Maybe you and your future wife can make some plans, savings through the year, so you can travel at least once or twice a year. You know, when you really want to do something, money aren't such a big problem, because maybe you can save on pizzas and unnecessary things, junk. You know, it's amazing, people buying so much junk and waste money for such a awful things, you know, like cigarette and beer and a bunch of junk food and unnecessary purchase. And through the years that can end up to thousands and thousands of dollars. So if you want to travel, maybe you aren't a millionaire, you don't have that much money, but even with a modest salary you can actually allow yourself to travel by cutting all the stupid well, let's say wasteful things. So not to give you a financial lecture, but I think adding more value to your life makes you a better partner, more interesting person. And our ladies are, when they are on the same page with you, they also willing to sacrifice, willing to go with the plan. You just need to have it. And travel should be really a plan. You can maybe create another stream of income, make some savings, and that's whole another video. So let's go back to travel again. I've noticed living in Michigan and kind of seeing a smaller town mentality and bigger town mentality in Michigan. I am surprised to see that most of people do not, I would say more than a half people for sure do not even have a passport. And a lot of people do not travel because they're afraid. Some of them afraid. Some of people say someday. So I would say the small city mentality is not gonna work very well. If you're the kind of person that just doesn't have ambition, doesn't have interest about the world, maybe you should match up with somebody local. Maybe you'll be happier in a relationship. Thank you. Maybe you will be happier in a relationship that is very with a person that also just want to sit in the backyard and have beer and watch games. The football and stuff. Seriously, because that's such a deal breaker. When one person has the wings and want to fly and want to travel the world, ready to sacrifice a lot of things, ready to cut on expense just to be able to, put the wings on and fly and travel and experience different cultures. And if you are really super domestic person, or person that do not like planning, or person that just doesn't have those interests, you might as well stick with your local, have a local date. It's much cheaper. Because I would tell you this, the adjustment to go from a big sophisticated city in Europe, even Eastern Europe, to relaxed mentality in the small American cities is pretty dramatic. Probably should talk about this some more, but not. And so if you have travel on your list, it makes it way more fun. It makes it okay to have maybe quiet weeks or quiet months when you can go and explore. If your future potential wife is an outgoing person, she would like to be able to go and explore. And the thing is, I'm from Kiev, Ukraine, and it's a gorgeous, beautiful, sophisticated city. I've been to a few big American cities, and I'm just gonna be honest, I'm gonna say that I enjoy to see different things, but I didn't really like it so much. I wouldn't want to live there. I might sound like a suburban mentality right now, but I have a son, he's 7 years old, and we were in Chicago for a couple of days back in time, and all sorts of things were happening. People were trying to steal the luggage, asking for money. It was fun to go explore as tourists and just, take pictures and look at things and maybe go to some events, but I wouldn't want to live there at all. Not to offend anybody from Chicago. I think there are a lot of events, there are a lot to see, a lot of museums and things, but I think because being from having a European mentality, I find beauty in old buildings, in old European buildings, in cozy cafes and kind of European style, and big city but European style. I just didn't feel connected. I just didn't love it. I would say I like it, but I did not love it. And not that I'm an example for everybody, but we kind of similar, just having similar taste. So it wasn't okay. Let me just say this: if you can create a possibility of experiencing things together and discovering things, that is a big plus for a relationship. You know, maybe she would be the one that likes big American cities. Maybe she would be the one that will love the suburbs. But all these things, they have to be discussed. And again, travel is really something so precious that you can add to your relationship, because it gives you experiences, it gives you memories, it gives you fun things when you experience things for the first time, both of you. Because when she comes to United States, you will show her a lot of things you've already seen. When you come to Ukraine and Russia, you're going to see things, but for her they won't be new. But when you both are traveling, it's just really, really priceless experiences. Then they go to your precious box of memories and experiences. And then, you know, on a hard day, you can sit down and remember those. And you know, I really think that relationship is like a treasure box where you can put all those beautiful things and fill them up as much as you can. So maybe at times when you cannot travel, you can just buy some champagne and imagine that you are on a boat. So I'm getting really philosophical, guys, lately. But just want to say that those of you who had not experienced anything else and you kind of feel superior toward people from Eastern Europe, and you think that, oh, you know, America is the answer to everything, I would tell you, open up your horizon a little bit and open up to other cultures. You will be more successful in your relationship in many ways if you open your mind a little bit more. I think America is a great country. With all the crisis going on, I think there is a lot of possibility. So, but I also think that when you are a snob and you kind of have this point of view, you probably will get people who will want the only thing from you is to get a green card, you know, because I've seen comments like that. But when you are a person who likes the feeling of exhilaration, when you show up as your real self, you have great chances of meet the person with the same views, same ideas, and create a beautiful life together. And I will see you next time.